Um, it is wet. It is really wet this morning. We've had a lot of rain, and I'll show you the plan for today. It's just a short flight. I'm just keen to give the plane a bit of a run in the rain, just make sure there's no leaks, no strange behaviour, and really, I guess it's a good day for some instrument flying as well, for me. The plan for today is I just want to do a quick flight. I've got about an hour and a half or so. Just want to do a quick flight around Sydney. The weather is terrible. It's actually low cloud, a lot of rain, heaps of rain overnight, and still raining quite a lot now. I'll pull the map up and show you. In fact, before I do that, I'll just fire the flight across. So Bankstown to Bankstown, here it is here via Richmond. So let's fire that over to the map. And straight away, you can see there's some Sigmets and things going on. We'll turn on the weather radar. You can have a look. So you can see that there's quite a lot of weather. So we've got a lot of yellow and green. We've got the plan was to go Richmond over to Richmond, do the ILS, then fly from Richmond to Bathurst.
6 ground.
Bathurst has got a Sigmet for.
One left and all relevant taxiways back to you, mate. The relevant note terms will be cancelled in a second.
We got some turbulence surface to 8,000 around Richmond, so severe turbulence around Richmond. Correction. We've got some severe turbulence around Bathurst, up to 8,000 feet. We've got severe icing above 10,000 feet and exercises scheduled. So quite a lot of weather, and the plan is to really take off from Bankstown, go over to Richmond, do the ILS, do the missed approach from Richmond, go over to Bathurst, do the RNP into Bathurst, probably into a missed approach, or possibly a couple of circuits, depending on how the conditions are there, and then back into Bankstown. You can see there's quite a lot of weather around. That weather is not really improving. It just continues to come. So it could be an interesting flight, really. And we can also have a look at the satellite, the colour satellite, and you can see here that it's all really high level cloud. So we're not going to climb over it. We're not going to get above this. We're going to be in it continuously. There's no getting around it. So why would you fly on a day like today? For me, these are the days I'm on my own. I've got a couple of hours. These are the days when you really learn a lot, it's these are the days when you really have to test your skills. You can't see anything out the window. You've really got to back yourself and have confidence in yourself, and you learn a lot. I always learn a lot from these kind of days, so I'm keen to get out there and do it. Although, I admit it's it's not ideal. There's not ideal conditions. So we can always, if we sort of take off from here, it's absolutely bucketing down and terrible. What we'll do is we'll just request return to Bankstown via the Whiskey Bravo and do the approach straight back into Bankstown. That's the backup plan, and we won't head over to Bathurst and do the rest of it. So I'm just going to get set up here, and I'll come back to you a bit later on as we approach the runway for takeoff.
Bankstown terminal information Delta. Expect instrument approach. Runway is 11. Left, centre, right in use. Circuit direction to be advised. Frequency 132.8. Runway is wet. Wind 150 degrees, 6 knots. Crosswind 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres, reducing to 4,000 metres in rain. Clouds scattered 700. Broken 2,000. Temperature 20.
Bankstown ground g'day. X-ray 62 is a Diamond DA62. IFR Bankstown to Bankstown 1 POB. Taxis Kilo received Delta. Request taxi and airways clearance and run up not required.
X-ray 62, Bankstown ground, taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 11 centre, will advise the airways clearance.
Taxi holding point Alpha 1, runway 11 centre, X-ray 62.
X-ray 62, airways clearance available.
X-ray 62, go ahead.
Bankstown 9 departure, climb via SID to 3000, squawk code 7221.
Clear to Bankstown via Richmond flight plan route. Bankstown 9 departure. Climb via SID 3000. Squawk 7221. X-ray 62.
X-ray 62. Just confirm cleared Bankstown via Richmond.
Cleared Bankstown via Richmond. X-ray 62.
Contact out.
Okay. X-ray 62. Bankstown Tower g'day. X-ray 62. Holding point Alpha 1 ready.
X-ray 62, Tower G'day, report passing 1,500, runway centre, clear for takeoff.
Runway centre, clear for takeoff, Wilco X-ray 62. Okay, parking brake is released, lighting 1, 2, timer's going, Peter heat's on, flaps are set, leave my heatings on, clear right, clear left, that's normal, set, on, and we're good to go.
Approaching runway 11 center.
Everything's in the green.
Entered runway 11 center. 1,402 meters remaining.
We're going to control the rudder and aileron, and we're going to make sure we've got full power, flaps and gear are up, dead foot, dead engine, verify, and feather by switching the master off. We're clear for takeoff. Runway's clear but wet. Winds from the right. But it's light. Heels on the floor. Speed's alive. Got good load. RPM's good. 50 cross-checked. Rotate. Brakes. Positive rate. Gear up. Alright, coming through 300 feet. Flaps away. Okay, gears up, flaps are up. Pump right is off. Pump left is off. And we can't pass 1,500 until we're established on course, so we'll get that sorted now. X-ray 62 is passing 1,500.
X-ray 62, contact Sydney departures 118.4, see ya.
Departures on 118.4, see ya, X-ray 62. Okay, let's get the autopilot on now. Sydney departures, X-ray 62 passing 2,200 for 3,000.
X-ray 62, departures, g'day, identified.
Alright, and we're away. I've got a fair bit of weather. Weather data link as well, connects, send request, and that should be useful. Get that update every 5 minutes today. Alright, 3,000, we're levelling off. We're in heading mode, a little bit to the right still. Got a fair bit of weather around Richmond. Outside temperature's 14 degrees, so I won't bring on the alternate air yet. But we'll keep an eye on the load. And we're at 3,000.
62, cancel, set, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, X-ray 62. 330 is set. Heading mode, right turn. And let's have a look at the radar.
X-ray 62, your onwards clearance will be by the published missed approach.
Published missed, X-ray 62. Published missed approach. Weather. Let's have a look at the airport. We've got Bravo and it's 1025. Plug that on both, 1025 for Bravo. I've got it digitally. A little bit of weather here, but otherwise it's fine.
X-ray 62, turn right heading 360.
Turn right heading 360, X-ray 62. 360 set, heading mode, and we're right turn. So let's think about speeds on the approach, about 100, 110. Checks are done. Altimeters are set, ATIS, we've got Bravo. IRI is identified. Radios are set. And so vertical and lateral we've got. Missed approach we know. We're into the published miss, which means 500 feet. Get the chart up. 500 feet, we're going to turn right, track 020, climb 3,300. We're being vectored for the approach, so let's go procedure.
Whiskey India, Tower 132,
activate vectors to final.
Okay, X-ray 62, turn right heading 040.
Turn right heading 040, X-ray 62. 40. There's 040. What a day. What a day for flying. Wow. Keep an eye on everything. Everything's in the green. Easy to get disoriented on a day like this.
X-ray 62, descend to 2,200.
Descend 2,200, X-ray 62. BS it down, that's fine, 600 feet a minute, back the power up a little bit. We look good.
X-ray 62, turn right heading 060.
Right, heading 060, X-ray 62. Okay, 2200, 060, heading mode VS. We've got plenty of weather around, nothing too severe right in front of us, so we're happy with that. And shortly we'll be going on to the ILS, so we briefed it. So we've got the ATIS, we've got Bravo, don't need that. Sydney approach we've got ready to go. Sydney Centre, it's the ILS Zulu, runway 28. 12455 we don't need. Richmond Tower we've got. CTAF we don't need, ground we don't need. IRI 11.9 and that's coming green, IRI identified. 275's final approach course, Pebra is 1640. So that's our final approach fix. And decision altitude 260, which we've got bugged. At that point we'll go missed. Elevation 67 feet. And we know we're going to track 275, 500 feet, turn right, on track 020. And it's track 020, not heading 020. Climb 3,300. We're approaching Buffalo, this all looks good. Altitude's captured at 2,200. Just increase the power a little bit, but we're pretty happy here. Tracking towards Buffalo. Localizer is ready to go. You can check the course, 275, it's correct. Okay.
Zulu runway 28 approach, report established.
Turn left 3102 to intercept, clear the ILS, Zulu runway 28 approach, and we'll report X-ray 62. Okay, rudder trim's good, gear warning and lights, we tested all that before, landing lights on, and fuel pumps are on. Okay, so let's exit that, go back to here. X-ray 62 established on the localizer.
X-ray 62, thanks. 8 to run number 1, connect tower 135.5.
Over to tower 1355, X-ray 62. Richmond Tower, g'day, X-ray 62 is established on the ILS and received Bravo, 1 PRB.
X-ray 62, g'day, Richmond Tower, report Pebra.
Wilco, X-ray 62, Pebra 3 miles. Okay, let's get the autopilot off, 1 dot high. So around 1 dot high we can take gear and first stage of flap. So speed checks, gear is good. Flight director off, that's not helping me. And first stage of flap, speed is below 136. And now we're about to start our descent. X-ray 62 is Pebra.
X-ray 62, report established in the missed approach.
Wilco, X-ray 62. Okay, we're a little bit high still, we're within tolerance, but let's just get that coming down. Speed's good, everything looks good, and I'm starting to see the runway, I can see the runway. Lights. 460 for 260. $360. Okay, we're coming up to 260. There's 260, decision is go miss. So power up.
Minimums.
Pitch up. Pickle up. Positive rate, gear up. Speed's good and positive rate, flaps up. Looking for 500, track 275. And X-ray 62 is in the misapproach. 500, right turn.
62.
Okay, we don't need to go for max continuous now.
X-ray 62, contact approach.
Contact approach, X-ray 62. Approach X-ray 62's in the misapproach Richmond, tracking 020, passing 1,600 for 3,300.
X-ray 62 approach, g'day again, re-identified, climb to 7,000.
Climb 7,000, X-ray 62. There's 7,000 bugged, 19. So passing 2,000 for 7,000, heading mode. I've got a track of 020 exactly. Let's keep that on there. We've got max continuous. Check our T's and P's are green. They are. Okay, now what's the weather looking like? Let's go to the map. Let's have a look. We're in pretty thick weather at the moment, which we can feel. and here. I don't know if you hear it on the camera, getting plenty of rain. So let's have a look at what's going to happen next here. So we'll go back up to here. We're probably going to be tracking to Bathurst. 020, 3,100 for 7,000, max continuous. Gears up, flaps up, just run.
362, Richmond navigation, cleared direct to Bathurst and climb to amended 6,000.
Clear direct, Bathurst, resume our navigation and 6,000, X-ray 62. So we're going to go 6,000. He cleared us direct Bathurst, so let's go and do that. Richmond, Bathurst, direct, enter, enter. Nav mode is green, GPS is green. And we should be getting a 263, which feels about right.
Flight 214, climb by SID to flight level 140 and no delay
to the west.
0,000.
We're in a fair bit of weather in this area. It's not red, but it's pretty big, pretty yellow and orange. 41 for 6. We're in the thick of the weather. Bathurst looks okay, and the course back in doesn't look any worse than what we're experiencing now. This looks like the worst bit of weather here around Richmond. 49 for 6. GPS is green. We can probably nose up a little bit more and get that climb going a little bit faster. Whether we'll actually see anything out the window, I'm doubtful. Right, so what I might do is just clear the checklists and run through them again. Reset checklists, and let's go back now to climb to cruise. So gears, I thought I reset them all. Reset all checklists. Okay, there we go. So gears up, flaps are up, fuel pumps off and off.
Flight 214, turn left.
Climb power set, 94%, alternate air is closed, and landing and taxi lights come off now. Okay, we're at 6,000 now. Hopefully he's going to let us go a little higher than this, but we'll just back the power up a little bit. No, not in a massive rush here. What I don't want to do is be blasting in any hail or anything like that, so I want time to really look at what we're doing. CTAF 12735.
213, climb to 6,000.
127.35. 127.35. Are we safe at 6,000? Well, lowest safe in this area is 5,900. So we are.
Ambulance 213, climb to flight level 140.
Pretty miserable conditions, right? Look at this. Wow, heavy rain. Right in the thick of it here. Let's get back onto the weather radar. The next 15 miles. Heaviest bit sort of right in front of us. Yeah, we're in the yellow at the moment. What we might do is actually have a look at map options, and let's have a look at the
continue heading
precipitation view.
1297.
So this is the satellite data, and let's get this down for a bit of comfort. So you can see we're in the yellow everywhere, green everywhere. It's just rain everywhere. We're not going to escape it. But it's okay. I mean, it's a little bit turbulent. I understand once we get into the Bathurst area, we've got this Sigmet for severe turbulence below 8,000. We're below 8,000. And I believe that'll be because of the easterly sort of winds coming over the mountains. So we've got to anticipate we're going to get some bumps. If it gets too bad, we just won't descend. We'll request 9,000 for the return. And we'll just climb, get out of there. Otherwise, the plan is to do the missed approach into Bathurst. So let's start running through the setup for all of that. So Bathurst RNP 17.
X-ray 62, control services terminate in 3 truck miles. No reported or observed traffic. Contact Melbourne Centre 135.25.
Melbourne Centre on 135.25 and control services terminate, X-ray 62. Melbourne Centre, g'day, X-ray 62 is maintaining 6,000, request climb and maintain 8,000.
X-ray 62, Melbourne Centre, g'day, no reported after traffic 8,000, area QNH 1022.
QNH 1022 and climbing 8,000, X-ray 62. 1022. 1022. Got level change, nose up. It's really quite bumpy here. Let's get that power up. And let's get in the climb now. Nose up. Let's get up out of here. I'm not sure why you put me at 6,000, but anyway, let's get out of here. Out of the bumps. 96 knots for the climb. Flight level change. GPS is green. We're heading to Bathurst. Okay, let's keep briefing. 12735 is set. Let's load the approach. So procedure. Select approach. That's Richmond. Let's get back up here to Bathurst. There it is. Let's go down. We're doing the RNAV 17. Not vectors.
MS 248 centre.
Let's load that. I want to activate that now. So let's request traffic for Bathurst November Charlie. And Centre X-ray 62. Request traffic for tracking direct to the Bathurst November Charlie for the RNP.
X-ray 62, no report after traffic November Charlie.
Copy, thanks. X-ray 62 tracking in November Charlie now. Right, procedure, activate the approach. From current position, November Charlie. Weather looks no different all the way there. What that should give me now is the top of descent, 9 minutes. So we've got 9 minutes to get stuff sorted.
Bathurst, AWS aerodrome weather. Wind
213, I've got Diamond X-ray 62. They're just to the north of your position at 8,000. They're doing a practice RMP at Bathurst via November Charlie, and they're showing November Charlie 50. Similar time to what I think I have you showing there.
Look, I'll slow down then.
Yeah, I've got 50 as well. I'll slow right down for them then.
Centre, I'll X-ray 62 here. I'm happy to slow down. I'll let the ambulance go first.
X-ray 62, yeah, that's ambulance at 213, B350 dead, tracking over November Charlie. Break, ambulance 213. Did you copy? X-ray 62 is going to slow down for you.
Ambulance 213, look, thanks for that. We'll just speed up a bit, thanks.
Ambulance 213.
Alright, so I'm going to slow us right down. I don't need to...
X-ray 62, the ambulance 213 behind to your left, they're going to speed up.
I copy that, thanks. X-ray 62, I'll slow down now.
X-ray 62.
Okay. Wow, this is a good test. This is a good test today. 6 minutes, top of descent. So, have we finished everything on this? So, basically, what we need to do is November Charlie's 5,700. Let's make sure that makes sense. 5,700. And that's our 5 minute top of descent. We're not able to do that yet.
Ambulance 213, when ready, descent 9,000, area QNH 1022.
And then once we pass November Charlie, we can descend down to 5,200 for November India.
X-ray 62 and ambulance 213, just an update on your position. X-ray 62, got about 2-3 miles to run November Charlie, and showing there on radar at about 5-1. Behind to the left with 30 miles to run is ambulance 213, showing there at about 50. I'll give you an update when you're approaching.
Yeah, copy that, X-ray 62, and I've got the ambulance on my traffic page, thanks. What we can also do is just clear the constraint for November Charlie. We really don't need to be coming down to 57 in severe.
50.
Yeah, let's clear that. And now we go November India 5,200 in 6 minutes. So let's just descend for that. What we'll then do is... that'll make sense, 5-2, and then start our descent 3.4 miles from November Foxtrot, which is pretty soon after November India. Okay, that looks good. 3 degrees down, and there's a couple of points to watch on the way down. 2940 is our minimum. We've got that bugged, and 3.7 k's vis.
62 ambulance 213.
X-ray 62.
Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can for you.
Yeah, no worries. I've slowed things down even further, so I'll just, if I need to, I'll do a hold. It's all good. like we're cruising along here. 48. Let's go even 46% power. We've got still getting a decent indicator speed. Nowhere near stall. It's all good. Happy. Hopefully we'll actually see them visually soon. They're 4,000 feet above us, so they're up there somewhere.
Ambulance 213 and X-ray 62 Sigmet Yankee 2 is now currently with severe turbulence, surface to 8,000.
Copy X-ray 62. Bathurst traffic X-ray 62 is Diamond DA62, currently 15 miles to the northeast at 8,000. About to commence descent, inbound by the RNP via Bathurst November Charlie, and we'll be doing a practice missed approach and number 2 to the ambulance. They're in front of us now, 400 below us. I never actually saw them. And Centre X-ray 62 is commencing descent in the Bathurst, and we're just going to do one practice RNP approach with a missed approach, and then back to Bankstown.
X-ray 62, no additional IFR traffic.
Okay, so we're descending 7.5. November Charlie in 2.6 miles. We're going to be high on that. We're going to be 6,700 instead of 5,700. So no need to get low. We're in severe turbulence, so we're expecting some bumps. So let's keep the power back and just do a slow descent. Let's get this going. Not yet. Quite a bit of weather around 6.6 for 5.7, and we're going to need to keep that descent going. Now we are within. We're on the leg where we can go down to 5.2. 5.2, and then we'll level off there for a mile and a bit, and then we'll start our descent. Make another call at November India. Speed's good for gear. Let's bug lower. Bug our minimums, 29.40. Minimums are bugged. Speed pass ready to go, and let's get that going. 3.1, 3.4.
Killing 10, 3 miles
and
south
flat.
east
Speeds were good.
Orange 5,700, climbing flight of 150. Meager on the hour and copy Sigmet 02.
We've got a ground speed of 126.
Sydney by Meager plane route,
So we're looking at about 600 feet a minute. We're just trying to catch up to the
Sydney Meager plane route, ODAR 7 arrival, climbing flight of 150, killing 10.
And Bathurst traffic X-ray 62 is currently 8 miles to the north on the RNP, inbound runway 17. We're going to do missed approach. Estimating overhead the field time 5.7, Bathurst.
Bathurst Aerodrome CTAF.
Bathurst Ambulance 213, the King is on a short final runway.
So 1 mile.
It's pretty rough here, just from 1,000 feet down.
Copy that, thanks, X-ray 62. Alright, so it's pretty rough, so we'll probably start our missed approach earlier. As soon as we get into some bumps, which we are now. Okay, final approach fix is 41.20, a little bit high. No need to get too low. Visual with the runway now, we've got quite a crab going on. Okay, 41.20, there it is, VS. Get rid of VNAV. And 700 feet a minute. All nav mode, it's good. They're 1,500 below us, pretty bumpy.
David Decker, maintaining flight level 120.
I think we'll just
Victor Echo, Mike Melbourne.
hold altitude here.
Today, IFR traffic
somewhere.
will be for you from the East Direct 6166.
I'm going to hold altitude here.
They're also via Whiskey Charlie. They're showing Whiskey Charlie at this stage around 09, about a minute behind you.
What I'm doing is I'm just simulating a higher MDA, and the reason I'm doing it is because the ambulance is telling me it's quite bumpy. So I'm just going to hold an MDA which is 3,900 instead of 2,900. No need to get any lower. We can still follow the same procedures, and we can fly to the missed approach point which is 3.5 miles away.
Center
in the bumps.
213 landed, Bathurst, cancel salvage.
And we'll just get to the missed approach point. We'll fly the missed approach. And
6160, copy Victor, Echo Mike.
So let's get the missed approach ready to go. So 5,200.
Direct 6166, copy.
It is quite bumpy, even at
248,
39.
1239.
239, ambulance 248.
Just getting these. I presume these bumps are coming from the easterly, sort of southeasterly air coming over these hills.
166, just number 22, Big Takeoff, Charlie. Big Takeoff,
248, Melbourne Centre.
Ooh.
Another station
I'm
call.
not going to be doing circuits here today. No thanks. Pretty rough. All right, 1 mile to the missed approach. Oh. Wow, okay. 1 mile to go.
Traffic for descent, double.
MS 248, now report after traffic for descent area QNH 1020.
And we fly straight out
for descent 1020, ambulance 248.
to the hotel, which is 3 miles. And we get our climb going, get back up. Missed approach. Okay. Autopilot off. Power up. Pitch up. Pickle up. Positive rate, gear up. Positive rate, speed's good, flaps up. And centre X-ray 62's airwork complete Bathurst in the missed approach and request track direct rev key 7000.
X-ray 62 identified 7000, no reported IFR traffic, direct rev key planned route.
Direct rev key 7000, then planned route, X-ray 62. Rev key direct to enter.
Direct 6166, your
nav mode.
A little happy. Just got to get
GPS is green.
Mic.
So busy, I didn't even get to listen to any music today. So what I'll just do now, and then we'll do some free-to checks again. Have a short break.
Direct 6166, we're leaving flight level 1.
Weather back into Bankstown. Looks like all around Dargie in that area we've got a bit of weather. Look at that. Pretty gross. Can't even, it's actually irritating when you have the weather on. I probably need to make it more transparent. 5,800 is Dargie.
X-ray 62, contact center 124.1.
Center 124.1, X-ray 62. Center X-ray 62 is maintaining 7,000.
X-ray 62, good day, Melbourne Centre.
Alright, how's it look? Pretty wet, pretty heavy rain, all the way in, yellow everywhere.
Melbourne, Turbulence information, Tango now current.
It's alright. I don't think I'll bother putting my seat back. We'll do the descent check shortly. Got about over 10 minutes before we're descending. This showing this Sigmet's not really helping, is it? Let's get rid of that. And we're going to fly in by this airway back in. And then what we'll do is we'll break off the airway and fly over to the Bankstown Whiskey Bravo. So let's load the Bankstown approach. Procedure. Select approach. Bankstown. RNAV. Whiskey Bravo. Minimum's on. What's the minimum? Chart. It is 580. 580. Just load it. Can't activate it yet. So we're expecting a bit more rain as we get in. This is really just IMC the whole way. Unbelievable. I mean, kind of was expected. That was the plan, I suppose, was to come and experience some decent IMC. Like in that thicker rain's coming in now. Let's have a look at the picture. There it is. Let's have a look at the weather. So that's sort of showing me some thicker stuff here. It's interesting, it's not showing me a lot, whereas the precipitation is showing me, that's sort of what it's showing, some thicker stuff here, which is fine. This could be a little bit delayed. I mean, it's 1 minute since I received the weather. Yeah, so this is showing me some thicker stuff right in front of me. This is showing me some thicker stuff right in front of me. And let's have a look at the weather radar. I suppose it's showing me some thicker stuff in front of me as well. So we've got some heavier rain to get through here. I don't need to request the RNP. That's the only option. There's no lightning displayed.
New Zealand
well,
264.
We're not having any water leaking into the cabin, so that's good. You know, that's partly why I wanted to come out today, just to see do we get any unexpected water leaks from anywhere. Everything looks pretty dry in here. It's pretty comfortable. I mean, it's warm. The heating's nice. And just got a bit of light heating on, defrost on.
New Zealand 264, climb to flight level 370.
All pretty comfortable in here, really.
Climb flight level 370, leaving 35.
Pretty miserable day though. I'd rather be flying to some sun, you know, breaking out and going to some sunshine somewhere. I got a 38 knot headwind,
and monitor HF on 13261.
Which is why it's taking a while.
8867. G'day.
So, getting a few bumps again now as we go over the mountains here and into this thick weather. Some people think it's crazy going out in this kind of weather, but I always have the view that you're on your own.
Qantas 151.
You know, the weather at Bankstown is wet, but it's not. It's totally within my. I guess my personal minimums. Really, all the weather was en route.
X-ray 62, contact Sydney Centre 124.55. G'day.
Sydney Centre 124.55. X-ray 62. G'day. Sydney Centre X-ray 62 is maintaining 7,000.
X-ray 62, Sydney Centre.
On days like this, they'll generally let you, they'll expect you don't want to get down low. And
X-ray 62, there's no IFR traffic tracking to Bankstown Whiskey Bravo, and on descent, expect RNP 11 Centre approach.
Copy, we'll track over to the Bankstown Whiskey Bravo now from present position, X-ray 62.
And X-ray 62 for sequencing, request your best speed through to Bankstown, whatever you can achieve.
Okay, best speed through to Bankstown, X-ray 62. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go procedure. We're going to activate the approach, enter. That's then taking me over to Whiskey Bravo. Check that Whiskey Bravo is here and GPS is green, and we're making a turn towards that. She wants my best speed, so we'll give her a little bit more. I don't want to go too fast through all this weather, but probably go a little bit faster. I mean, she'll be looking at my ground speed going, that's horrendous. And it is horrendous at 142 knots, but we've got a 30 knot headwind. And we're in some turbulence here, so we can't go into the yellow. Double check I've done everything.
X-ray 62, let me know when you've got information Delta, and a SPECI for Bankstown has just been issued. Would you like the details?
I've got Delta, and I can have a look at the SPECI, thanks. X-ray 62.
Thank you.
Let's have a look. I can get the SPECI through here, actually. SPECI Bankstown. When was that? 04-2307. Yeah, okay. Auto 1404. 5,000, light rain. Looks alright. 2915. Just rain. And viz. 4 minutes top of descent. So what we're going to do, we can't go all the way down. Let's have a look at a chart here. 5,000 to the west, out to 25 miles. I can go down to 5,000 off Richmond. So we'll do that initially. Okay, let's get the weather on. Let's get that back. Okay, I'm going to have to back it off a little bit again. It's quite bumpy. I'm now 25 miles Richmond. I can go down to 5,000.
Departures, Nav Air 131, flying 3,000, passing 2,500.
Nav Air 131 departures identified. Maintain 3,000, traffic above.
And X-ray 62 is approaching top of descent.
X-ray 62, no reported or observed traffic.
X-ray 62.
Nav Air 131, climb via SID to flight level 190.
Climb via SID, flight level 190, Nav Air 131.
Right, Whiskey Bravo, 14 miles. We're descending. We've bugged 5,000 because that's what we can go to. Let's have a look at how far we are from Bankstown. 23 miles now, so we can go down all the way to 37. Bankstown. There we go, 37. Hey, fun. We can come down to 37. We're within 25 miles. Within Bankstown 15 miles, you can go all the way down to 2,500. I'm not going to go much faster, it's pretty choppy, pretty turbulent.
X-ray 62, no observed traffic, you're cleared RMP, runway 11 centre approach.
Clear the RMP 11 centre approach, X-ray 62. Looks like there's a fair bit of weather on the actual approach as well. That's why the SPECI, just mainly a visibility issue, I think.
Turn right heading 310.
I need to get 3.7 k's of visibility and it sounds like it's about 5 k's.
X-ray 62 at Whiskey India, contact Bankstown Tower 132.8, identification terminated.
Contact Tower 1328 at Whiskey India, so it's terminated, X-ray 62. And descent, we're looking at a headwind, so I'm going to be looking at probably more like 500 feet a minute, 100 knots across the ground, something like that. Thanks, Tower, good day, X-ray 62, so Diamond DA62, Whiskey India on the RMP, inbound with Delta and India Mike Charlie still.
X-ray 62 Bankstown Tower, morning, report when visual or established in the approach.
Okay, X-ray 62. Alright, 3.4 miles to, there we go, VS. Down we go. Gear, speed is good. Flap, not yet. Speed, flap. 2 miles 2090, about 100 feet high. But we've got a slow ground speed. So we'll back this off in a second to 500 feet. 1 mile 1780. There's 1 mile 1780. Spot on. So we're looking at 500 feet a minute as our descent. Even less, potentially. At the Foxtrot, we want to be 1460. Power's good. Everything's set for landing. And final checks gear, 3 green, no red. Flaps 1 to go. Final approach fix, we're looking at LNAV. We're looking for 1460, which is looking good. Ground speed's really slow now. Okay, there's 1460, perfect. Get a bit more power in. Okay, missed approach is a left turn and stay below 1500 to Whiskey Hotel. Okay, getting 3 miles, we're looking for 1300. Coming visual. X-ray 62 is visual.
X-ray 62, thanks, runway 11 center, clear to land.
11 center, clear to land, X-ray 62. Expecting a wet runway, slippery, don't brake hard. And winds to the right, so I'm going to be using left rudder, right aileron. Alright, we look good for landing. Speed's good for final stage of flap, below 119.
500.
Okay, final stage of flap set and 3 greens. Okay, pitot heat off, flaps identified and up. We're back in Bankstown. Oh, it's not raining, that's great. How good's this?
X-ray 62 on taxi Alpha 6, cross runway 11 left and taxi to parking.
At Alpha 6, cross 11 left and taxi to parking, X-ray 62. What's Alpha 6? This is Alpha 6 here. Cross 11 left. And taxi to parking. Looks like they've opened it up again.
Approaching runway 11 left, 29 right.
Right.
Entered runway 11 left, 29 right.
It's good the way this automatically switches to the ground mode and shows you the taxiways on the ground, which is cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. That was a pretty full-on IMC, intense IMC the entire way. Heavy rain. I enjoyed it. It was great. Good experience. We'll catch up next time. See ya.